So what's up guys, welcome to this tutorial, and in this class we will be learning about the web animation. Okay, so in order to start with the web animation, we will be making use of the Gsap. So directly go to your favorite web browser and type out Gsap over here. Okay, so after that you'll be taken to this page. Just click on this, which is a Gsap, which is basically the green sock. If you are making use of this green sock, which is basically known as a Gsap, it will actually make you work a little bit easier, because with the Gsap you can actually animate your website in a much better way, and it will be giving you I mean, when you create a animated website, it looks much better compared to a static website which actually don't make any movement. Okay, so this is that website of green sock. So now if you are like scrolling down, as can be seen, everything is getting animated over here. Okay, so as these elements are moving on this website, you can apply this same changes to your very own website. Okay, so after coming over here, just click on docs, and from docs you will be taking some help, because inside of this documentation you will find all the required code that is needed by you. Okay, so just scroll down. Okay, so now since our website is completely loaded, click on this ACs. Okay, and just wait for a while. It is taking a little bit of time to load. Okay, so now if you are looking down below, they have shown how to write the code and all. Okay, so this is how you will be writing your code. This is how you can apply a code on any query selector element with this arrow function. This is everything is given over here. Okay, so let's see how this is working. So these are number of the effects which are shown over here. If I want power 3, then your element will be coming in this way. If I'm just clicking on back, then your element will be coming in this format. Okay, so it is also showing the graphs. Okay, so as can be seen, everything is available over here. And if you want to see the code for this animation, then this is the code. Okay, so you just have to make use of this animation. If you want code for this animation, then this is the code. The only changes that are uh, coming over here is this part. Okay, so this is important part, which is ace part. If you want the sign function, then this is the sign function, and this is how the execution will take place. And now async code is given as sign dot out. Okay, if you want to customize this, graph, just click on customize, and now you can change this graph the way you want, and you can run the simulation and see how this is working. Okay, so customization is also available. So this is the good point about the green sock, that you can even customize everything. And if you want to check the other animations, that you can do that from this. Now what I'll do is I will say green sock CDN, and after that you have to click on this first step, because we will be making use of this CDN file. So just scroll down, and let me see which file we have to choose. Okay, so if you are coming to the end of the file, this file that you see, which is a gsap .mean.js, you have to copy this file. And now I will create one file. I will go to my Visual Studio Code. So basically CDN file is actually important, because if you are not integrating this file with your page, animation will not work. Okay, so now I'll click on new file, and I will again say save as, and then I will save this file on the desktop. I will give the name as gsap.html, and I will save this. I will write my basic code now. Okay, so now this is my basic code. I will put a comment over here, This is a gsap file, and gsap file link, and I'll put that link over here. And basically this is that link, and since this is the js file, we have to write this inside of this script and source, and we have to just cut this and put it inside of this source. Okay, so I'll put it over here. Now our file is linked. Okay, so I'll save this. Now I'll go inside of my body, and I will create one header. I will say this is my website. I will save this, and I'm just going, and where is that file? Okay, so now this is my file. I will just double click on it. Okay, so now as can be seen on the screen, I'm getting this output which says this is my website. Now I'll show you how to animate this name. So what I'll do is I will come over here, and I will make use of this script tag inside of my body, and I don't want source over here. And inside of this script tag, I will write my code. I'll put a comment over here, and I will say this is a script section. So whatever code that you want to write inside of the body, just make sure that you are not crossing this line, because beneath this line this will be my script section. And inside of the script I will go over here, and I will write my gsap code. Okay, so in order to animate that heading, this heading, I will give this a class. I will say class as head1, and I will now come inside of my script tag, and I will write code. I will say gsap dot, and I will say from 2, then I will give the 2 round brackets, and inside of this round brackets I will put 2 single quotes, and now I'll give the name of my class, which is this head1. I will say dot head1, and this is the first parameter which comes into picture, then one comma, then two open and a close curly bracket, and inside of this we have to tell the from condition. Okay, so from what position you want this element to propagate. So first of all, I will give the x position as 200 pixels. Okay, so this is the first condition what I'm giving, and I will give the comma, and I will set the opacity, and I will give the opacity as 0. Then comes my two condition. Okay, so inside of this two condition I will say x to 0, and I will again make use of opacity, and I will say opacity as 1. I will be explaining you guys how this is working, and I will make use of the s is basically a property of gsap, which we have seen just now during the introduction of gsap, and I will give the value over here as back dot out, and inside of this I will give the .7. Okay, so this is my two condition, and at the end there is a delay. I will put the delay as 1.9, and then I will close this condition. Okay, so an identifier keyword cannot immediately follow numeric iteration. Okay, so I'm getting this error because we cannot give the pixels over here. Okay, so I'll save this. Let's see how this is working. I will refresh this page now. Okay, so as can be seen, it is coming from the right to this position. If I'm refreshing this, just wait and watch. Okay, so as can be seen, my text have been animated. So now let me explain you how this is working. Okay, so first of all I will say gsap dot, and I am making use of from to. Okay, so basically the first part that you see over here, this is the name of the element that you want to animate. I want to animate this first header, and I have given the class as a head one, and I have specified that same class over here. And now this is the from condition. Okay, so I want my element to come to this 0 position from some 200 pixels away. Okay, so when this name is at that 200 pixels, this another property which is applying over here is opacity. When I give the opacity as 0, that means that element is invisible. Okay, so now let me just comment out this, and if I'm just saving this, because now this property won't be applied. If I'm just refreshing now, just see. Okay, so currently it is over here, and after some time it is coming at this point. Just see. Okay, so this is how it is coming. So as of now it is at this point, because I have removed this opacity. Okay, so if I'm just saying opacity is equal to 0, and now if I'm just executing, currently that element is present over here, but it is invisible because I have set opacity to 0. Then basically this is the from condition. From what point you want that element to come to the 0 position. I'm saying I want my element to come from x position from 200 to 0. Okay, so finally it is coming to this 0 position, and just now we have seen that it was at 200 position over here. Okay, so let me just show you this over again. I am saving this and refreshing. This is at the 200 position, and now it is coming to the 0 position. Okay, so this is the from condition, and this is the to condition. From 200 it is coming to the 0, and at when it is at 200, opacity is 0, and when it is coming to the 0th position, opacity is 1. Okay, and this is the effect which is a backout effect, and I want my element to come at this position after 1.9 seconds. Okay, so if you want this element to come over here after 5 seconds, then I will put 5, and just refresh this and just wait for 5 seconds, and after that it will come. Let's wait for 5 seconds. Okay, so now as can be seen, it is coming over there after 5 seconds, but I don't want to waste my time. I will give the delay as 1. I will save this. I will come over here and refresh. Okay, so after 1 second it is coming over here, and now if you want to, if suppose I'm giving the power 1, and this is how the element will come in. Okay, and if suppose I want to give I'm selecting the power 2, and if suppose I want my element to come in this format, then I will come down below and I will copy this is property. I will copy this, and I'll come over here and replace this. Okay, and if I'm just saving this, coming to my page and refreshing. Okay, so as can be seen, it is coming is coming in with exactly like that of this animation. Okay, it is coming slowly. Now let me show you how to animate a few more elements. I will come over here. I'll make use of the paragraph, and inside of the paragraph I will make use of the lorem of 40, which is basically one untyped paragraph. I will save this, and I will give the class as p1, and now I'll be making use of this very same code. I will copy this, I'll come down below, I'll paste this, and now this is my second code, and I want to now apply this animation on paragraph p1, and now I want my paragraph to come in from the position of 150 with the opacity of 0 to x position with opacity of 1, and this is the animation. Let me just save this. I'll come over here and refresh my page. Okay, so as can be seen, both of them are coming at the very same time. Now let me just change this delay. Okay, at 1 second, I mean at after 1 second this heading will come, and I want my paragraph to come after 2 seconds. Okay, so first of all this heading will come, and after 2 seconds this paragraph will come. I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh my page. Okay, so now this looks much better. So now what I'll do, I will create one more paragraph. I'll make use of the lorem. I will say lorem 10 and it will have 10 words. I will save this and I will give the class as p2 and now I'll come over here and I will copy this gsap code and I will paste this. Okay, and I want this third paragraph to come in after 3 seconds and now I will be giving the y position. Okay, so I want now this element to position itself vertically. I will give the y position. I will save this. Currently I will be removing this opacity. I want to know where this element is actually as of now. I will save. Okay, so I have forgotten to change this to p2. I will save this. Now let me just refresh. Okay, so currently my p2 is at this point and after that it will come at this position. It was visible because I have commented this opacity. Now let me just put this opacity. I'll refresh it over again. Okay, so as can be seen, my second paragraph is now making the vertical movement. It is coming from this down below position. So if suppose I want to add the multiple animations, then I can do that also. If suppose I want first of all, let me just refresh and show you. First header 1 is coming, then paragraph 1, then paragraph 2 is coming from bottom position. It is resting over here. Now if suppose after coming to this position, now if suppose I want to remove this or move this paragraph p2 to some other position, then I can do that also. I will copy this code and this animation will be applied again on the paragraph p2, but after 4 seconds I want this paragraph to go from position y to position 200. Okay, and I will save this and let's see now what happens. Header 1, paragraph 2 is coming, then again it will go. Okay, so as can be seen, I have first applied the animation where I was moving a paragraph from bottom position to this position, then again I'm moving it to the bottom. Okay, so this is how you can apply the multiple animations on one single element. It won't make any difference. And now if suppose I want to make this paragraph dance or something like that, then I can do that also. I will paste this and at the 5th second this I want this paragraph to go from that y0. Currently it is at this point. I want it to go over here, so I will give the x position. I want from x0 to x200. Let's see. Okay, so as can be seen, it is making the movement the way I want. Okay, so this is how you can apply the animation to your website and make them work the way you want. Okay, I think this much is enough for you guys. Thanks for watching. But before leaving, let me just show you how to apply the other animations. Okay, so if suppose I want my paragraph to make this elastic movement, then I will come over here and now I will copy this is code and now I want to apply this in this very last animation. I will save this. I'll come over here and I'll refresh. First header 1, paragraph 1, paragraph 2. Okay, so as can be seen, it is giving that elastic movement. So this is how you can apply these animations on your paragraph. This website is really very helpful if you want to make your or apply animation to your web pages. Okay, so thanks for watching. This was all about the green sock. So what's up guys, welcome to web animation course. In this class, I mean from this class onwards, we will be looking at how to carry out web animation, and we will be in need of some resources. So let's see what are those resources and from where we can find them. Okay, so first resource is CDN files. So I'll go to my favorite web browser over here and I will show you how to get the CDN files. So first I will try to find the font awesome font Google APIs CDN. Okay, so this is the website, which is fonts.google.com. From this website you can actually get very beautiful fonts for your website. So the only thing that you are in need of from this website is a CDN link. I will show you how to get that CDN link. Okay, so over here you will find different type of text, whatever text that you want to use inside of your website. You can do that from this page. Okay, so after coming to this website, you can actually type out whatever font that you want over here. Otherwise you can select font from this category what are shown over here. Okay, so now if I'm just clicking on this, let me just select, and if I am just saying uh, if I'm typing out my name, then my name has been shown over here from different fonts. Okay, so you can see demo over here, and whatever demo that you like, demo of font, you can select for your website. Okay, so now if you want to select the category, then these are the categories: sans serif, then the serif, display, handwritten, then the monospace, and this is the language. In which language you want, you can select the language over here. And now over here you can select the property number of styles, then the thickness, then the slant, how slanted you want and all. Then you can do that from this place. Just click on slant, and then just okay, so this is how you can apply this slant property, and you can apply the width also. Okay, so these are the number of the properties that you can apply on your fonts, and after that you can change the size with this slider. Just move the slider, and now suppose I want this font for my website, then I will click on this. Okay, so now these are the options given to me. If suppose I want this is extra light, and this is the different properties given over here. These are the styles basically. So now if suppose you want this one, then click on select this style, and you can download the file of this font family from this. Okay, so just click on this download family, and that file will be getting downloaded, which you can embed inside of your file. Or you can do one more thing, just click on this embed and copy this link. Okay, so this is the CDN link. You just have to copy this, and you have to put this inside of your header of your this HTML page. Okay, so now copy this link, come to your web page over here, and you just have to copy this link inside of your header tag like this. And if you want, you can put the comment. You can say this is a fonts link, okay, for your understanding. Now this is how you have to put your link over here, and whatever text that you write inside of your page, that text will be using this font, which is Grenze plus Godish, and this is how that for this link is built. And if you want to change the font, if you want to make use of some other font and all, then you can do that. Just go back and browse through this library, and if you want this one, then again click on this tab, and after clicking on this tab, if suppose I want this one, then I will say select this file. Okay, so now it has removed. What the hell is gone? I will say select this file. Why this is not getting selected? Or you can do one more thing, you can say download family, and then you can download this file. Okay, so thanks for watching. This was all about the fonts.google.com. So what's up guys, welcome to this tutorial, and in this class we will see how to download font awesome CDN. So directly go to font awesome and say font Google and say font awesome CDN, and click on this first step. Okay, so after that you will be taken to this page. Just scroll down and you have to copy this link. Just say select everything and just say copy. Then after that you have to come to your page, whatever page that you are using. Just if you want you can put comment over here. I will say this is font awesome CDN, and after that you have to paste the link over here. Okay, so this is the CSS link, so I have to write the code. I will say link CSS, and inside of this href I'll be copying my link over here. Okay, so now this is how you have to copy the link, CDN link from there, and paste it over here, and now you can make use of the font awesome inside of your page. So now if you are thinking what is this font awesome, then font awesome is basically this website. Let me show you how the things are working over here. So okay guys, font awesome is basically, it's a font, it provides you a different type of fonts. Okay, so it provides you fonts like icons over here. I'm trying to load this website but it's not getting loaded. I don't know what's the reason. Maybe the server is down. Okay, so now it got loaded. I don't know what's the issue with this website. Let's just wait for a while. Okay, so it has a different type of icons and symbols over here which you could use inside of your website. So basically this is the primary definition of font awesome, and most of the web developers make use of font awesome to give the icons inside of their website. So yeah, it's loaded after a while. Okay, so these are the different type of icons that you see over here. Okay, so if you want to make use of such icons inside of your website, then you should definitely make use of font awesome. Just go through this website and you will find a different type of icons present over here which you could make use of inside of your website. Okay, so thanks for watching. This was all about the font awesome CDN. So what's up guys, welcome to this course, and in this tutorial we will be looking at how to get the CDN file of TwinMax. So directly go to Gsap, click on this first step. Okay, after coming to this website, click on docs. So basically now I will show you how to make use of CDN files. So over here you will find all the CDN files from GreenSock, which is basically known as a Gsap. Okay, so and if you want a shortcode, then you have to click on this. Let me just open this in the new tab, which is basically the cheat sheet in which you will find all the codes that are used by this particular website right over here. Okay, so as can be seen, everything is present. Everything that this website contains, all the codes are present over here at one site. I mean at one page. You can just make use of this, and this is all about the cheat sheet. So now talking about the CDN files. Okay, so over here as can be seen, these are the CDN files. If you want to make use of the CSS rule, this is the CDN file. You just have to click on this button, and then the CDN file associated with this will be getting copied to your clipboard, and you can copy it inside of your header. Okay, so header in the sense you just have to copy that inside of this head, like how I have linked these files. You have to link that file over here. Okay, yeah, so this is the place from where you can get all the CDN files, but in our tutorial we will be making use of the TwinMax. So directly go to a new tab over here and say TwinMax CDN, and just click on this. And over here you will find all the CDN files that are used by the people, and you can even use them. So we are looking for twinmax mean.js. So just scroll down, twinmax. Okay, so twin max is not present over here. Okay, but if you want to make use of the scroll trigger and all, scroll trigger is present over here. Gsap files are also present, and yeah, css rules, everything is present over here, but I'm looking for the twin max cdn file. So let's just go back. Twin max. Okay, let's just go to this tab. Okay, so over here I have found one twin max file which you could make use of, which is latest one. If you want, you can make use of this. I will just copy this file, and this is the js file. So I'll come inside of my head, and I will say script source, and inside of the source I will paste that link. Okay, so we will be making use of the twin max, and now everything is ready. Now we are ready to start with our web animation course, and these are the three links which we will be in need of, which we have to embed inside of our head, and now we can proceed further. Okay, so thanks for watching. This was all about the cdn files which we will be in need of, and which we will be making use of throughout this web animation course. Thanks for watching. So what's up guys, welcome to web development course, in which we will be learning about the website animation. So inside of this I will be making use of the three images, which is cloth 1, cloth 2 and cloth 3, and over here inside of this I will create one css file, and I will call this style.css, where I'll be writing my css code. And now I will integrate that css file over here. I will say style, and to this sorry, not style, it's a link. I will give the link, and it's a css link, and it's a style.css. I will save this, and inside of this body now I will come over here and I will type out my code. I will create one division, and I will say division dot overlay dot first. So this is my first overlay, and same way I will have two more. I will copy this, and I will have overlay second and the third, and I will have the third overlay. Okay, so now I will be styling this overlays. I will say style, and I will say dot overlay, because I am applying property on this overlay class, and I have given applied this class on all these three divisions. So this will be common, so I will give the position as absolute over here, and I want width of this overlay to be 100%, and I'll be also giving the height, and I will give the height as 100% over here. And after that I want this overlays to be 0% from the left hand side, and I will give the z indexing as 2. Z index is basically it is putting forward this elements will be put it forward with the index of 2, and then I will say background. I will give the background as some color. I will give yellow color, and I will save this. This is done, and now I will give apply properties on this. First I will give the first property, which is top, and I want it to be at 0 pixels from the top, and then I will apply properties on the second, and I want this second overlay to be 33.3% from the top, and lastly I will have the third, and for this third one I will give the top property as 66.6. 66.6% from the top. I will save this, and now if I'm just going to my desktop, I will come over here and I will execute this file. Okay, so this is the kind of output I'm getting on my page, and all these three overlays are present over here only, but currently you are not able to see them because they are not animated. Now I will come over here and make use of the script tag to write my script over here. This is basically the JavaScript. So in order to for your understanding, I'm putting a comment over here. I will say this is a script part, and inside of this I will write my script over here. Okay, so now I'll be making use of the twinmax. I will say twinmax dot 2, and to this I will apply this to function, and inside of this I want to first of all animate this first overlay with the class as a first. So I will make use of the single quotes, and I will give the name of the class, which is first over here, and I want this animation to last for 1.5 seconds over here, and I've forgotten to give the colon, and my third parameter will be number of the things or the events that to take place. So first of all I want delay. I want this first overlay to come or to enter inside or to go to this particular location, which is left location, uh, minus 100%. So whenever you are giving percentage over here, you have to put them inside of the double colons. I want this to go in the negative direction, which is it will go to in the left hand side, this direction, and I will give the ace property. I will say ace, and I will say expo dot ace dot in out. This is the property. Now I will save this. Okay, so now if I'm just coming over here and refreshing this is not working. Okay, so I have put dot by mistake over here. I will save this. I'll come over and refresh. Okay, so this is the first overlay, which is going in the negative direction, which is negative 100, and it is taking the delay of 0.2 microseconds over here. Okay, so now same way I will apply this 2 second and this third overlay. I will copy this, and I will paste this for 2 more times because I want to apply this on the second and the third. I will say second, and for this I will say third, and now I will give some delays. Okay, I want this after 4 microseconds, and I want this after 6 microseconds, and both of them will be going in the negative 100 direction. I will save this. I will come over here and refresh. Okay, so this is how they will be acing out, and this is all because of this ace in and out properties. If you are going to this green stack, you will find lot many properties over there. You can make use of any one of them the way you want. Okay, so this is how we can animate overlays. In the next class I will show you how to animate rest of the things. Thanks for watching. So okay guys, welcome to the second tutorial, and in this class we will see how to make use of the or display a navbar. So I will say dot wrapper here. This is basically the wrapper class inside of which my navbar will be going. So I will say dot div dot logo, which will basically display my logo, and I will keep this empty as of now, and once this is done I will come down below, and if you want to display your logo, you have to give the image over here. Okay, so just put the link of your logo inside of this. You can just make use of the image tag and put it over here. Okay, so as of now I'll keep this blank and I will say hello logo, and after that I will give another division. I will say div dot menu links, and inside of this menu links I will create unordered list, and this unordered list have the list items. First is my home, and my second list item is men's, and my third list item is the women's section over here, and my fourth list item will be kids. So basically I'm just giving number of the list items and accessories. Okay, so if I'm just saving this, coming over here and refreshing my page, this is the kind of output what I'm getting over here. So basically this is my unordered list, and inside of which I will have two more items. I will say div dot search over here, and instead of this search I will make use of this I tag, and this I tag will have the class. I will give the class as fa, and fa hyphen search, which is basically a icon. Okay, so this will be the search icon, and I will copy this same thing, and I will paste it over here, and I want this as a shopping cart. Okay, so let me show you what is this. This will be shopping cart. If I'm just saving this, coming over here and refreshing, then this is the icon for the search, and this is the icon for this shopping cart. Okay, so these are those two icons, and these are other list items. Okay, so now let's see how to decorate them. Now I'll go inside of my style, and now I'll start decoration. Okay, so now I'll come to the top over here, and I will say dot menu hyphen links, and then I will say dot search, then I will again give comma, and I will say dot cart. Okay, so basically when I say dot this class comma dot this class and dot this class, now whatever properties I will be adding inside of this whatever properties that I will be adding inside of this scope will be applied to all these three classes. Okay, so why it is showing this yellow color stuff? Do not use empty rule set. Okay, let's see what's the issue over here. I will give the backspace, and over here also I will give the backspace. If I'm just saving this, still it is giving me the same error. Okay, so I'll come down below here, and I will say position, and I will give the position as absolute. I will give the position absolute to this, and I want padding. I will give some padding as 20 pixels. I will save this, and I'll come over here and I'll refresh this. Okay, so now it is coming over here. It got some position as absolute, and it also got some padding, and now I will apply properties only on the menu. I will say dot menu links, and inside of this I will say I want this menu links to appear 100 pixels from the left, and I will say line height. I want some line height to this, and I will give the line height as a 1, which is basically height, and I will give the margin, and I will give the margin left, and from the left hand side I want 30 pixels of the margin over here. I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh. Okay, so now they are coming over here, which is basically I have given the from the left 100 pixels, which is from the left. Now they are at 100 pixels over here, and I have given the line height as a 1, which is now if I'm suppose giving line height as a 2 and saving this, let's see. Okay, so basically line height is a spacing between of the items, and I will keep this one only, and I want the margin from the left 30 pixels. Margin is basically the outer space, which is 30 pixels from the top, left, right, and the bottom. I will now refresh this. I will save this, and now I'll refresh this. Okay, so now these are the kind of output what I am getting over here. So now I'll come down below, and now I will say dot menu links, and I will give a little bit of space list unordered list and the list items. So basically when I say uh, dot basically what I'm doing right now is I'm applying this property on this list item, but these list items are inside of this division. Okay, so basically inside of this division I have this unordered list, and after that I have this list item. Okay, so first of all I'm giving the name of this class, which is this one. Instead of that I have this unordered list and then the list item. So basically this is how I'm applying these properties on this, and I want them to display as a inline block. I want some inline block kind of a thing over here, and I will give the padding as 20 pixels and 30 pixels. Okay, and I will give color to the text. I will give the color as RGBA format, and inside of this I will pass the values, which is 255 comma 255 comma 255 comma 0. Okay, so now I'll save this. I'll come over here and I'll refresh. Okay, so where is my text? This is 0.5. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Where the hell is my text? Okay, let me just comment out this part. I will comment all these 3 lines. I will save this. I will come over here and refresh. Okay, so now these elements are visible. Let's just keep them that way only, and now try to decorate search over here. I will say dot search and dot cart, and on this I will apply some properties. I will give the line height as a 3 to them, and I will say font size, and I will give the font size as a 20 pixels. This is done, and for search I want this search to be from 150 pixels from the right hand side, and I want cart. I will say dot cart over here, and I want this cart. These are basically symbols, and I want this 50 pixels from the right hand side. Okay, so this search and cart, these are basically these 2 icons, which are basically 2 icons over here. I will refresh this, and now I'm getting this icon on the right hand side. Okay, these both the elements are getting position on one above the other. So let's see what's the issue over here. I will come down below, and from right this search should be appearing 150, and this should be appearing at 50 pixels. Let me just give something like 20 pixels and see. Still I'm getting this very same output. Okay, so I forgot to change the class of this is cart, and now it should come. Okay, so now I'm getting proper output. This is my card and this is my search option. And now let's try to see what's the issue with this link menu. I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh. I don't know where the hell this link menu is going. It was supposed to be right over here. Okay, let's just refresh this over again. Okay, so still they are not coming. So first of all, let's just go and apply some properties, some basic properties which are mandatory. So I'll put the asterisk, and inside of the asterisk I will give the margin, and margin as 0, and padding also as 0, which is when I say extract and margin 0 and padding 0, this basically means these two properties will be applied to all the elements of our page. And then I will make use of the HTML comma body over here. And inside of this I will apply some property. I will give the width. I will give the width as 100% and height also as 100 VH, which is basically the view height. And I will give the font family to everything that is present on my page. I will give the Montserrat. And after that I will change the background color. I will say the background color as I will give the hexadecimal code 0001 00, which is basically black color. And I will give the color to the text. I want my text color to be white in color, so I will give the 3 Fs. And I want overflow. I will say overflow hidden. I will save this and coming over here and refreshing. Okay, so now they are coming over here. So basically what was happening was these elements were aligning themselves according to the these foundational properties. These are like properties, foundational properties, which I've applied on my body, and this will be applied to entire thing. So now I'm getting my menu over here. Okay, so over here what we have what we are doing is let me just explain this over again. So these are the properties which is positive, absolute, position absolute, and the padding 20%. I'm applying on the menu link, search, and the card, which is basically I'm applying this on this menu link, this card, and this search over here. And after that I'm saying I'm applying this property, which is from the left 100 pixels, line height as 1, and the margin from the left is 30 pixels, which is basically it is aligning this 100 pixels from the left. And I'm saying 30 pixels. Okay, so margin is a 30 pixels, and because of which I am having this 30 pixels of the space in between of these elements. And I'm saying this list item. Okay, so inside of this menu I have this list items, which is basically this is the first list item, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, and this is fifth. And to this list items I am saying display inline block. Inline block in the sense now they are horizontally displayed as a line over here. And I am saying padding as 20 and 30 pixels, which is vertical and horizontal direction, and this is the color what I've applied. So now I am having this logo also. Okay, so for logo what I can do is let me see the class of this is the logo. And I can apply this property to logo also. So I will say dot logo and put comma over here, and I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh. Okay, so now logo is getting aligned over there. And I'll put that logo over here also. I will say dot logo. And now that logo will be also coming to the very same height where these elements are present. Okay, so now my logo and all these elements are on are at the same height. You can put the name of your website over here. And this is my menu got ready. So thanks for watching. This was all about how to get your menu done. So what's up guys, welcome to the next class. And in this class we will be moving a little bit ahead. So previous class we have covered up till this point. This was our wrapper division, and now beneath this wrapper division I will now create another division. I will say content. I will give the name as a content to this division, and inside of this content I will have this division class. I will say sorry, division as a text, and inside of this text I will have one paragraph as subtitle. And inside of this subtitle paragraph I will put the text as a depot over here. So whatever text that you want to put, you can put. And I will have this header h1, and to this header h1 I will give the class as title title. And inside of this title I will make use of this span tag, and inside of the span I will have the glamour over here as a span, and I will make use of the br tag. And after the br tag I will say style over here. I will save this, and yeah, now this is ready. My header is ready, and let me just take this back. Okay, now this looks much better. And next what I have is a paragraph. I will make use of the p tag, and inside of this paragraph I will give the class. I will give the class as description, short form DESC, and I will say give some style. I will say style is everything. I will save this, and if I'm just coming over here and refreshing my page, then this is the kind of a text what I'm getting on the top left side. I will show you how to decorate this, and below this I will be giving my images, but as of now let's see how to decorate this thing. Okay, so now I will go inside of my style tag, and first of all I will apply properties on the text. I will say dot text, and inside of the text I will be text, and inside of this text I will apply some properties. I will give the position, not background position, I just want position, and I will give the position as absolute over here. And I want this element to be absolutely positioned 240 pixels from the top, and from the left I want this element to be positioned as 450 pixels. And once this is done, I want to apply the transformation. I will say transform, and I will say translate. This will be translating in the minus 50% and minus 50%. And I will give the z indexing as one value, which is basically this will be above all the other elements. I will save this and come over here and I'll refresh. So now it is coming over here. Okay, so now I positioned it over here. I have set from the top 250 and the left 450. So this is the 250 no, sorry 420, and this is the width of 450 from the left. And now I have given this as a transformation. Okay, so now this is done. This is my text, and now the part of the subtitle, and I want my subtitle to be in the uppercase, so I will say text transform. I will say text transform as uppercase. All the text inside of this will be in the uppercase, and I will give the font size as 14 pixel over here. I will save this, and I'll come down below, and now I will say subtitle, and now I will apply the before property, and inside of this I will say and inside of this I will say display, and I will be displaying in a inline block. And after that I have the content, and I will just keep this empty, and I want to give the border to this, and I will say border of 1 pixels. I want a solid border, you could give the whatever values like solid, dotted, dashed, etc, etc. And I want this border to be white in color. And now I also want a width to this element. I want this element to be 80 pixels wider. 80 80 pixels wider. And next property is margin. I just want margin in the top direction, top 10 pixels. That's why I said 10 pixels from the top. And now I will make use of this transform. I want this to translate in the y direction, and I will say translate y. And in order to translate in the y direction, I will say minus 4 pixels. I will save this. I'll come over here and I'll refresh. Okay, so now I'm getting my paragraph over here, and this is my text. Okay, so next what I have is my title over here. So now let's see how to decorate the title. I will come down below and I will say dot title, and inside of this title I will say font size. I'll give the font size as 120 pixel over here. I want it to be this big. And I will say text transform as uppercase. I want all the everything inside of that to be in uppercase. And I will give the width as 0. And I will also make use of the overflow property. And if there is any overflow, I want to hide that overflow. And I will give the white space. I will say white space, no wrap. I don't want any white spaces over here. I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh my page. Okay, so now this is a kind of output what I'm getting. So basically the title is hidden now. Okay, so now I will come down below over here, and now I will apply the properties on the description. I will say color. I will give the color as RGBA, and I want to give this a very same color. And after that I want margin in the top, margin from the top direction to be 40 pixels. And I will give the line height. We have already seen what is this line height, and this is 2 pixels. I will save this, come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so this is the text is present over here. Afterwards you will see the output. As of now, let's see how to style this. Okay, so now this is done. So now I will show you how to display the images. So in order to do that, I will come over here inside of this content class, and I will say div dot img -1, which is basically the first image. And I will replicate this for 2 more images. I will be displaying 3 images over here. I will copy this, paste, and I will say this is the image 2 and this is the image 3. I will save this. Okay, so now I'll go inside of my style, and now I'll apply the property on the image 1. So I will say dot image 1, and inside of this I'll come over here and I will give the position. And I want the position as a absolute. I want this image to come from the top 300 pixels, and I want it to appear from the right hand side 320 pixels over here. And I want it to transform. Now I'll apply the transformation, and I want this to translate from y direction, that is also in the minus 50%. And I want to give the background image to this, so I will say background, and after that I will give the URL. And inside of this URL I will specify the path of my URL. My image is inside of the URL is inside of the images, and I will say cloth one. This is the first image what I'm giving, and I don't want this image to repeat, so I will say no repeat over here. Okay, so this image will be displayed only once, and I will give the background position to this, and I want to position this at the center, and now this is done. And there is one more property which is background size, and I want this to cover everything, so I will say cover over here, and width as I will give the width as 0 to this, and there is one more parameter. I want to give the height of 600 pixels to this. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so as of now that image is not present over here, but very soon you will see this when we apply the transformations. Okay, so now I will write the code for my other images. Okay, since now I have 3 images, I will copy this code and I will replicate this 3 times, sorry, 2 more times, and now I will say this is my image 2 over here. Position will be same, which is absolute, and I want this to be 320 pixels from the top, and I want this as 0 pixels from the right hand side, and translation will remain same, and now this will be image 2 over here. I'll give the location as a image 2, and rest everything will remain same, and the only thing which is changing is height, and I want height as 350 pixels to this, and I want a little bit of margin from the bottom, so I will say margin from the bottom to 30 pixels to this, and now this is my third image. I will say position as absolute, and I want it to appear from the 820 pixels from the top, and from the right hand side I want this as a 0, and this will be my image 3 over here. Rest everything will remain same, height will also remain same. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so as of now I am not getting my images. Let me show you how to get them. Okay, so first of all let's come over here and try to see how to animate this text over here on the top. So let's keep those images that way only. Let's not go for images. So now I'll come over here inside of my script down below, and I will say twin max. So basically what we are doing is we are making use of twin max. I will say twin max staggered from. This is the property what I'll be making use of, and inside of this double quotes I will specify the name of my class. I will say menu links. I want to apply this on the list items of the unordered list, and I will say this animation will last for 1 second over here, and I will give the delay. I want this animation to start after 1.2 seconds, and I will give the opacity as 0, and I want these elements to come or go in negative x direction, and I will apply the async property. I will say is power 4, and I'll give the ace in out. So basically let's just save this and try to see the output what we are getting. Okay, so now as can be seen those text are coming over here. Okay, so this is the kind of output we are getting over here, and if suppose I am giving any value over here 0.08, this means this will basically inherit it will inherit the time of this previous element, and it will start before 0.08 seconds. Okay, so I will save this and come over here and refresh. Okay, so as you may seen, it is starting 0.08 seconds before. And next I will apply the property on this search. I'll come down below, and I will copy this part, and I will paste it over here. And now I want to apply this on the search, so I will say search, and I want it to come from. Okay, so now I'll make use of the from property. And when it comes to this search, I want this animation to last for 1 second. Delay will be 1.6, which is basically I want this to come after 1.6 seconds. So basically when the screen will start, first of all, at the 0.2 microseconds, this first layer will come, then the second layer, then third layer will come, and after 1.2 seconds our list menu will be coming inside, and after that this search button will come. And I want this search button to appear from this -20, which is coming from the this direction. It will come from this direction. Okay, and my property will be as in out. I will save this. I will come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so now as can be seen, it is coming from the left hand side. Okay, so just wait and watch. Here it comes. Okay, so this is how it is coming. And now I will apply this very same property on the cart. I will save, copy this, I will save this over here. And now I will apply this on the cart. And I want my card to come after 0.8, which is basically once the search comes, then I want my card to come. And opacity of I want to apply the opacity. And if I'm like not applying the opacity, then it will be visible. Okay, and I will save this, and I will come over here and refresh. Okay, so as you may see, the search is coming from somewhere over here, because it was invisible. But if I'm looking at the cart is visible. Okay, so cart is coming from the left and it is visible, but I don't want it to be visible, so I will apply the opacity property over here also. I will save this, and if I'm just refreshing my page, now my cart is not that visible, and now this works fine. And now if I'm just going to the top, then this is my text, then this is a subtext, which is depot, then the glamour style, etc, etc, which is present over here, then present over here. Okay, so if I'm like highlighting this, you people will be able to see this is present at this particular places. So now I'll show you how to apply the animation to these elements. So I'll come down below here, and first of all I will apply the styling on the subtitle. I will copy this code, I will come down below, I will paste this, and now I want to apply this on the subtitles. I will say subtitle, I want this animation to last for 1 second. I will give the delay as 2.8. This animation will start after 2.8 seconds. Opacity will be 0, and I want this to come negative 20 from the x direction, and I want it to have the width as a 100%. Okay, so now when I'm giving the width, it should be given inside of this double quotes. Now if I'm just saving this, coming over here and refreshing, I'm not getting the image. Okay, sorry, this is not the image, this is subtitle. Let me just refresh this. Where is my subtitle? I want my background to have the black color. So okay, so now everything is quite visible. That color code was wrong, so because of which we were not getting the black color. Okay, so now everything is ready up to some extent, but we are not getting our images. I don't know for what reason. Okay, let's just copy this, and let's try to animate our title. Let's see whether the title is working or not. I will say title, which is basically this part. uh, Glamour style, it is not coming only. And currently what we have is this style is everything, and what output we are getting, and we are getting this wrapper which is subtitle. Okay, so now as can be seen, I'm actually getting the output. Okay, so it is getting hidden, and because of which we are not able to see this. Okay, so now I'll come down below, and now I will apply the properties on my title over here. For title, I will give the delay as 2.2, and I don't want opacity to this, and I also don't want X direction. I just want width as 100%. I will remove rest everything, and I will save this. I will come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so now as can be seen, I am actually getting the output as a glamour style, and after that I'm hiding that with some background. Okay, so now since we are getting that output over there, next thing what I will be decorating is let's see what we have. Description. Okay, so now I will come over here, and I'll copy this same timeline. I will paste it over here, and now I want to decorate description over here, and I want description to make a delay of 2.8 seconds, and I want the opacity. I will give the opacity as 0 to this, and I want it to be coming in negative 20 direction, and I do want to give the this other property. I want animation to be is, which is expo is in and out. So basically this will be initially I mean when it will be coming to this position, which is minus 20 from the X direction, it will have the opacity as 0. I will save this. I will come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so now it is getting animated. It is coming over here. Initially it was opaque, then it is getting lighted up. And next what we have is I don't know, but I don't know for what reason my images are not getting displayed. Okay, so let's just try to animate our images and see. So I'll copy this twin max thing, and I'll come over here and I'll paste this over here, and now I will apply this on the image tag. I will give the class img-1, and I want this animation to last for 1 second over here, and I will give the delay as 3.2, and I want some width. Okay, so basically when this animation will start, I want width of my image to go to 300 pixels, and effect will remain same, and I don't want to give this X direction. I will remove this. I will save, come over here and refresh. Okay, so now I'm getting my image, and it is getting pushed away. There is something wrong over here. Let's try to animate our other images also. If there are any errors, we will be able to see them. And let me just paste this for third image. I will give the image 2 and image 3 also, and for image 2 I want the same delay, which is 3.2. I want all the images to appear at the very same time. And for this image 2 and image 3, all the effects will remain same, but only for image 1 I want to give the width as a 450 because I want it to have a enlarged size. So I will save this, and now image 1 will be a little bit bigger than other images. Okay, so now this is the kind of output what I'm getting. These are my images. Yeah, so guys, now code is working fine. I've just made few changes over here, and yeah, this is a kind of output what I'm getting. So basically I've written the entire code for everything. Okay, so this is the entire code at the end, and I have just placed everything properly on place, and whatever that is needed by you, you can make use of it. And yeah, this is the most out of what is learned by us. And yeah, thanks for watching. This was all about our project, and you will find the code of this project in under resources. So what's up guys, welcome to web animation course, and in this class we will be looking at another example. Now I'll make use of the wrapper class, and inside of this I will create one navbar. I will say dot nav, and inside of this navbar I will have one logo. I will say dot logo, and inside of this logo you can say something like jungle safari. I'm giving the example of jungle safari over here, and this is my logo. And after that I have one more division. I will create one more division over here. I will say div dot menu links, and inside of this menu links I will create an unordered list, and inside of this unordered list it will have the list items like animals. This is my first list item. Then I will have another our story. Let me just quickly write this. Okay, so my menu list is ready, and these are the items which my menu list is having. And now next what we will be looking at is I will create one more division, and I will give the 3 more links over here. Okay, so one for search, then one for donations and all. Okay, so let me just quickly write that. Now if I'm just going to my desktop and looking at my page, then this is the kind of page I'm getting. Okay, so as of now I'm not getting any output, but if I'm just saving this, I will save my page. I'll come over here and I will refresh. Then this is the output what I'm getting. And inside of this navbar I will have 2 to 3 or more divisions over here, which is a search, account and the cart. And let me just save this first. I'll come over here and refresh. So search, donate and the cart. So in total I will have this many items in my navbar. And now I'll show you how to style your navbar. So let's get started. I'll come to the top and I will make use of the style tag over here, and I will apply some common properties on all the elements, which is margin 0, and padding also as a 0. And now this is done. And now I will make use of the body, and inside of the body I will give the width of 100% to my body, and it will have the height of 100 view height. And next what I have is font family. Let me just quickly write this. So basically now I want this many properties to be applied on my body. And next we will look at the unordered list. I will first of all I will apply some properties on the navbar. I will say dot nav, and to this navbar I will be displaying this navbar in a flex box kind of a thing. So I will say give the value as flex, and when it comes to the justification, I will say space around. I will click on space around over here, and I want to align all the items at the center, and next I want to give the padding from the top direction. I will say padding iPhone top, and from the top I want the padding as 20 pixels over here. And next what I have is text transformation. I want everything to be in the uppercase, everything is uppercase. And next property is font size. Font weight, and I will give the font weight as 600 over here. I will save this. I will come over here and refresh. Okay, so now this is the kind of output that I'm getting. This is my list, and in order to display this list, I will come over here and I will say unordered list, and to this I'll give the list style, and I will give the list style as none. I don't want any styling. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so now that styling is gone. Next is my logo, so I will come over here and I will say dot logo, and to this logo I will apply the properties like font weight or font size. I will give the font size of the logo as 40 pixels, and yeah, this is more than enough. And next what I have is list items. I will say dot menu links on ordered list, and then the list items, and to this list items I will apply the properties like I want these list items to be displayed in a block. So I will say display in inline block, which is basically I want all these elements to come on one line, and I will give 20 pixels in the right direction, so all of them will be now aligning in one line. Okay, so as can be seen, they are aligning in one line, and this is my logo what I'm getting over here. And now I am coming over here, and I want this font size of 20 pixels to be applied on my search and cart. Okay, so now I'm just refreshing this. Now my font and cart is getting a little bit bigger size. Okay, so now this is done. So next what I'll do is I will come over here, and I will write code for my next division. I'll come inside of this. I will say div dot content, and inside of this content I will have all my other elements. So I will just come over here, and first I will have the div dot tagline, and inside of this tagline I will put my tagline. I will say save animals life, and this is my first division over here. And after this division I will have div dot title, and to this title I will say jungle, the title over here. And let me just write other code quickly. Okay, so now this is my content, and inside of this content I am having this tagline, then I'm having the title, and I'm having the more option, and this is the description. Okay, so all of this is present inside of this main division. This is the main division, and inside of this I'm having this other items. Okay, so now let's see how to apply style to these elements, which is content, tagline, title, more, then description. Okay, so first I will come and put some code on the content, and I want my content to be positioned absolutely. So I will give the position as absolute, and I want my content to be absolutely positioned from the top 55%, and I want it to position itself from the left 50% over here. And once this is done, and I will apply the transformation, I will say transform, translate, and I want this to translate -50 and -50 in the x and the y direction, and I want to display this as a flex box in or display flex, and I want it to flex wrap. I want to wrap this together, and I will give the value as wrap. I want everything to be wrapped together, and I will say align item, and I want to align this item at the center, and I will give the z indexing. I will say z index, and the value will be 1. Okay, so if I'm just -1, I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh. Okay, so this is a kind of text I'm getting as of now, which we will be decorating. So this is all about the content, and next what I have is dot title, and inside of this title I will say I will give them the flex, and I will give the value as 0 0 z and 100% as a third parameter, and I want the font size, and I will give the font size as 200 pixels, and I want text to be transformed into the uppercase, so I will give this property over here, and I want the font weight. I will give some weight like 700, and I will save this. I come over here and I'll refresh. Okay, so now this looks much better. I'm getting this jungle thing over here, which is basically my title, and next what I have is my tagline, which is basically, what is my tagline? Okay, so animals life. So now I'll come over here and I will say dot tagline, and to this tagline I will apply properties like I will say flex as 1, and I'll give some font size, and I'll give the font size as 200 pixels over here, and I want text transform is uppercase. I want everything in uppercase, and I will give little bit of font weight of 700. This is done. I will save this. I'll come over here and see. Let's okay, so this is going off screen, so I don't want to give the font weight. I will remove the font weight, and I will just give the font size as 30 pixels. Let's see. Okay, so now this looks better. Okay, so now these two elements, which is more and description, is left. So let's go and style these two elements. I will come over here and I will say dot more, and to this more I'll give some property. I will give say flex, and I'll give the value as 1, and next what I have is anchor tag inside of this more. So I will say dot more, and which is basically this anchor tag which is present inside of this more, and to this anchor tag I will give the property as text text decoration, and I want text decoration as none, and I don't want to give any text decoration, and I will give the font size. I want the font size as 20 pixels over here, and I want the color of this to be white, and next I want the background color. Okay, so I will give the background as black, and next I have the padding. I will give the padding as 10 pixels and 30 pixels over here, and I want to give the border radius. I will give the border radius as 10 pixels over again. Let me just save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so now this is this is that button what I'm getting over here. So now this is done, and next I have is my description, and for my description I will say flex, and I will give the value as 0 and 32%. Let's save this and come over here and refresh. Okay, so now this looks much better, and down below I will come and I will say dot desc, and now I am applying properties on the paragraph. I will say nth child, and which is basically my first child, and my for first child I will apply property like I want to give the font size of 30 pixels, and I want the bottom margin of 20 pixels. Okay, so when I say nth child, so basically if I'm just going inside of this description, this description starts over here and it ends over here. Inside of this I have this first paragraph, and after that I have the second paragraph. Okay, so this is since we are having the two paragraphs, this is the first child and this is the second child. Okay, and if I had the third paragraph inside of this, then that would have been the third child. And if I want to apply properties on this first paragraph, so because of which I am saying p11, which is paragraph, and paragraph's first child, and on that first child I am applying these properties. And now I will copy this same thing and I'll come down below, paste this over here, and now I will apply the properties on the second child. And for second child I will give the line height as 2, and I will give the line height as 2 over here. I will save this and come over here and refresh. Okay, so now my page is ready, and now inside of this description I have I also have this span tag which says to plastic. I will apply some properties to this also. So I'll come over here and I will say dot desc and span, and inside of this I will apply the color. I will give some different color to this, and that color is AECD 31, which is green color. And let me just refresh this. Okay, so now it gets it is getting that green color. Okay, now I will go inside of my HTML over here, and now I will be making use of image. I will display image over here. I will say division dot animal, and inside of this division I will make use of the mg tag, and my source is this image. I have already have this image which is a reindeer, so I will be giving image source, and I will select my image. Let me select my image over here. I want this image, and yeah, this is done. I will save this. If I coming over here and refreshing, this is the image what I get over here. Now I will apply animation to my image. Okay, so in order to apply the animation I will come inside of my style, and I will say dot animal, and I want to apply to my image. So inside of this animal class I have this image tag, and I will apply the animation. I will say animation, and I want this to float. This is not semicolon, it's a colon, and I want my image to float for 4 seconds. This animation will last, and it will be animation is in out, and this animation will be going infinite. It when it comes to the is in out, it will be like moving something in and out. Okay, and I will give the maximum height to this, and I will give the maximum height as 600 pixels. And now since I have made use of the animation known as a float, I will define that animation. I will come over here, and I will say at keyframe, and my keyframe identifier is float over here. And inside of this, so now I will define the number of the events at 0%. I want this to transform, then I want this to translate in minus 50% and minus 46% direction. And after that I will say I will come over here, and when the percentage is 50%, I will copy this, and I want this to go to 54, and at a 100%, I want it to come back to the same position over here. I will save this. I'll come over here and refresh now. Okay, so it has moved little bit. Let's see what's the issue. It's infinite. Okay, so now it is animating, but it has gone off screen over here. Let's try to get it back to its place. I'll come over here, and I will say dot animal, and to this animal I will apply the properties. I will give it a position, and I want it absolutely to position itself from the top 60%, and from the left I want this animal to come at 50% over here, and I want to give it z index. That index is a 1. I will save this and come over here and refresh. Okay, so now it is floating over here. If suppose I am removing this z index and refreshing this, so now your people are able to see the difference. Okay, so if I'm just removing this z index, it is coming closer to this jungle text. But now if I'm just applying this z index and refreshing, then it is like moving a little bit away. Okay, so this is the effect of z indexing. And now I'll come back to my page, and I will apply the other animations. Now I will go inside of my HTML over here, just beneath this animal image, and now I'll make use of the leaves. I will say dot leaves, and inside of this leaves I will have the unordered list of which will have the ID as seen over here. And inside of this unordered list I will have the list item of class layer, and I will give data depth. I will give the data depth as minus 0.1 over here. And inside of this list item I will give the image, and now I will be giving the source, and I will give the source of my first leaf over here, and I will save this. Let's see what output I am getting. Okay, so this is my first leaf. Now I will be replicating this for 4 more leaves. So I will copy this 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so now this is done. This is my leaf 2, 3, 4, and this will be my 5. And for the second one I will give the depth as 0.3. Okay, so data depth is basically how in or how close this person can see this. Okay, so this is basically a depth concept. And for this I will give the value as 3.3. I will save and refresh. Okay, so now I'm getting all my leaves on my screen. So now I have got my leaves, so I will go inside of my style tag, and I will decorate them. I'll come over here and I will say dot leaves, and to this leaves I will give the width. I will give the width as 100%, and I want height. I will give the height at 100 VH. I will give the position as absolute. From top 50% and left 50% over here, and I will give the Z index. I want a Z index as a -1 for this. I will save this and let's try to see. Okay, so now they are coming over here at the center. So all of them are perfectly aligned. Now let's just try to animate leaves images. So I will come over here. I will say dot leaves, and I want to apply this property on the image. So I will make use of the image tag, and I want to give the maximum width. I want to give the maximum width as 100% to this, and maximum height as 100%. Let's just save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so no changes, everything is fine as of now. And next we will apply the properties on these leaves. Okay, so now again we are making use of this nth child. So if suppose I am coming over here and I have given the class as layer. Okay, so when I say leaves, this is my main class. Inside of that I have this unordered list, and it is having this list item, list item, list item. 5 list items are there. So this first list item will be first child, this is second child, this is third, fourth, and this is my fifth child. Okay, so now let's try to see how to animate these 5 children. I'll come over here and I will say dot leaves, and I will say dot layer, and nth child. And I want to apply this on the first child, and I will apply the properties. From top I want this first child at -100 pixels, and I will apply this property is important. And from the left side I want this as 160 pixels, and again I will say this is important. Okay, so this is my first child, and I want 4 more childs, first, second, third, fourth. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, and this is my second child, this is my third child, this is the fourth one, and this is the fifth one. Okay, and for second one I want this as 10 pixels from the top, and from the left I want this as 160 only. I want to keep everybody except third one. I want third one to be at -300, and from the left I want third one to be at 160 only, and the fourth child is at -10, and from the left hand side I want fourth child to be at 320, and fifth child to be at 200 from the top, and from the left it's 320. Okay, I will save this. I'll come over here and I'll refresh. Okay, so why these children are not getting aligned? Okay, my first children it as a -100 and -480. Second is at 10, 10 from the top, and it's 160 from the left. Third is at the -10. Third is -10 and 160 from the left, and fourth one is from -10, 320, and yeah, everything is right. Let's save and execute this. Okay, so there is a little bit of movement in these leaves. Okay, so this is the kind of output what we are getting. So now let's see how to animate our page. So I'll come over here and I'll make use of this script tag, and inside of my script tag I will write my code, and I will say this is script over here, and this is script, and now let's just come over here and write inside of the scripts. So over here this id is important. Okay, so whatever id that you have given on these leaves, this is important. So I will come over here and I will declare a variable scene over here, and I will say document dot get element, document that get element by id, and I will be getting that scene id. Okay, so I will get this scene id, and I will assign it to this scene variable over here, and after that I will declare the variable parallax. Okay, so now we will get a very cool parallax effect. I will say new parallax, and I will pass the value as seen over here, and once this is done, now I will make use of the twin max. I will come over here and I will say twin max from, and now let's just first apply on this logo. I want logo to last for 1 second, and it will be having some properties. I will give the opacity. I'll give the opacity as 0 over here, and after opacity I want this to move in the negative 20 direction, 20 pixels, and I will give the property as is. I will say expo, and expo is out. I will save this, and I'll come over here and refresh. Okay, so why this is not working? Okay, dot. It's twin max. M is capital over here. And over here I've again made a mistake. It's is in out. I'll come over here and refresh. Okay, let's keep this way only. Let's try to animate another element. I will copy this over here, and now I will apply this on the menu. So I'll come over here and I will say menu, and menu links. I want to animate unordered list of list items of this menu, and I will say stagger from, and I will say I will save this, and I want this animation to last for 1 second. I will give the opacity as 0, from minus minus 20, and I will give the power 3 as S. I will say power 3, P is capital, power 3 dot is in out. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Animation is not working. Okay, so now I will give the opacity as 0, and I want this to move from negative 20 direction, and S is power 3 is in out, and this is the delay, which is 0.08 microseconds, which is given over here. And now let me just save this. I'll come over here and I'll refresh. Okay, so now this is working. Okay, and now we are getting this parallax effect for our leaves, because we have made use of the parallax over here. We have set the variable parallax, and we have passed this id over here, which is scene, and this scene belongs to this unordered list, and whatever that is present inside of this list will be now getting animated. Okay, so now because of which we got this animated effect. And if I'm just refreshing this, I also getting this animated navbar. Okay, so now let's try to animate other elements. Now I will try to animate search. I will come over here, I will say dot search, and for the search, this will last for 1 second. Opacity will be 1x. It will come from minus 20. I will add little bit of delay. I will say come after 0.5 seconds, microseconds, or 0.5 seconds, sorry. Let me just refresh this. Okay, so now it is coming a little bit late, and then I will animate account. I will come over here and I will copy it. I will say account, and I will give the delay as 0.6 to this. Opacity, everything will remain same, and next I have the cart, and for cart I will give this as 0.7. I will save this. So basically this is my search, this is donate, and this is my cart, and now I'm just refreshing this. Okay, so everything is animating properly. And next element what I have is my animal. So I will paste this over here, and now I will animate my animal. I will say dot animal. This will last for 1 second, and I will give the delay as 2. Okay, so I want this to start after 2 seconds, and I want this to come from the y direction, and I want it to come at negative 800 position. Okay, I will save this, and now this animal will also come from the top. Okay, so yeah, now this looks better. And next we will try to animate our leaves, and we will also make them drop. I will just copy paste this, and I will say dot leaves dot layer, and child, and I want to apply this on my first child, and this animation will last for 2 seconds, and I will give the delay as 2. I want these leaves to appear right with the animal, and I will give the opacity as 0, and I want this to come from negative y. And once this is done, let me just save this and refresh and see. Okay, so now animal is coming, and along with that this first leaf is coming. So this is working fine. I will copy this, and I will paste this over again, and now I want to apply this for my child too, and I want to increase the delay. Okay, so I don't want everyone to come at very same time, so I will give this as 2. I will uh, give this time as 0.3, and this is my third child, and this is my fourth child, and this is my fifth child. Okay, so this is my fourth child, and this is my fifth child, and I will increase the timing. I will say this is to come as 2.4, and this to come at 2.5. I will save this, come over here and refresh. Okay, so now this looks much better. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. Now our animation is complete, and now you can build a website like this. Thanks for watching. So what's up guys, welcome to web animation course, and in this class we will be learning how to create a new template. And I have created a folder on the desktop known as the juice shop, and inside of this juice shop there are two folders, which is css and image, and inside of the image I have one image over here. Okay, so this is the image what I have, which is a bottle of juice, which is of png type. Okay, dot png type, and inside of that I have this html page, and I will paste my links over here. I've shown you how to get these links, and I will give the title as juice shop to this page. I will save this, and now I will come inside of my body, and now I'll start coding. I will create one division, and I will give the class as overlay over here. And now this is my division, and inside of this division I will have one header, and I will call this header as juice shop, and inside of this header I will have one span, and I will give healthy food as a text to this. And now this is my overlay. I will tell you what this is doing. And now I will write my css code. I will say style, and inside of this style I will say dot overlay, and which is basically now I am applying property on this main division. And now since I'm inside of this, I will give some position. I will give the position as absolute to this, and I want some width, and I will give the width as 100%. I want this overlay to have 100% of width. And now I'll give some height, and height will be 100 vh, which is a view height. And I will give some background. I will say background, and now I will give some hash code. I will say ff e b and 00. I will save this, and now if I'm just going to my desktop, opening this folder, and let me just execute this file. Let's see what we are getting. Okay, so this is the kind of output we are getting over here. So after that I will give top property. I will say top as 0%, and once that is done I will give the z indexing, and I will give this z index as a 1, and I want to display this as flex. We have already seen how to display what these properties are doing. So basically we have used this flex property when we are dealing with the flex boxes, and I will give the flex direction as a column, because I want to show them as a column. So okay, and I want to justify them. I will say justify content at the center. So this basically will align this both the items at the center, and I will also give the align item, and I will say center. Okay, and now I will save this. I will come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so now I'm getting both of my items at the center of the page. And now inside of this overlay I have this header h1 and this pen. Now I will apply some properties on them. So I will say dot overlay, and inside of this I have this header. So now I'll say dot overlay, then a space, and I will give the name of the header, and now whatever properties that I apply will be applied to this header. Okay, and I will say font size, and I want a font size of 100 pixels over here. And I will give little bit of letter spacing, which is basically spacing between the letters, and I will give the 20 pixels as a letter spacing. And now this is done, and now I will say dot overlay, and now I want to apply properties on this pen. So I will say pen, and I will give the font size I will give the font size as 30 pixels over here, and let I will give the letter spacing as 3 pixels, and now I'll save this. Now if I'm just coming over here and refreshing, then this is a kind of text what I'm getting over here. Okay, so now let's see how to animate this. I will come down below here, and I will make use of this script tag, and now this is my JavaScript. So I will say now I will make use of twin max. I will say twin max is basically the keyword, and I will say twin max 2, and I will apply this properties on the header of overlay. So I will say dot overlay, and I want to apply this properties on the header, and then I want this animation to last for 2 seconds. I will give the parameter as 2, and inside of this curly braces I will say opacity, and I will give the value as 0, because initially I want its opacity to be 0. Then I will give the y, and I will say plus 100, because I want this to appear in the y direction, which is plus 100. And now I will give the async property. I will say is expo dot is in out. Okay, so this is the property what I want to give. I will save this. I will come over here and I will refresh. Okay, so now it is async out. Now my overlay has been animated, so I will copy this over again, and I will paste this over here, and now I want to apply the properties on this pen. So I will give this pen, and I also want this pen animation to last for 2 seconds. If I'm just refreshing it over again, it takes 2 seconds to go down below. Now I want to animate pen, and opacity, and this will remain same. I will apply one more property over here. I will say delay. Okay, and I will make this 0.3. I have given the value is 0.3, so this is microsecond, I guess, 0.3, and this will be like going little bit late. It will be going 0. It will make delay of 0.3 seconds, and I want this to go in the negative direction, and I will say negative 60 as a value, and async property will remain same, in out, and let me just show you. So this goes down and this goes up. Okay, and when it comes to the negative, when you put negative, it goes in the upper direction, and when you put positive, it goes in the positive direction. Okay, so this is like a 2 property. I mean dot 2 we are making. Okay, so this will go from I have given the opacity as 0. That means it will go from opacity 1 to 0, which is basically going from visible to invisible. So as can be seen, as I'm refreshing, it is visible, and after that it is invisible, because when it is going to that particular direction, which is to this direction, we are saying opacity as 0. If suppose now I'm removing this and saving this and coming over here and refreshing, so now its opacity is not there, so because of which it is still present over there. Okay, so now I'm putting opacity back over here. Okay, so this is how this things works. This is my overlay. My overlay is ready, and now let's try to see how we can animate rest of the things. Okay, so now this was all about the elements of overlay. Now we will see how to apply properties on the overlay itself. Okay, so now overlay is basically this entire yellow color background. So now what I'll do is I will copy this entire block. I will paste this down below, and instead of applying this on its child element, I will now apply on the overlay itself. I will say this animation will last for 2 seconds, and now I will make a delay of 1, which is 1 second, I guess, and 0.3 or zero point 0.3 is zero point 0.3 microseconds. And now I want it to go in the -100 direction, which is in the top direction. So I will now specify the property as a top, and I want this to go in the -100 direction. I will give the -100 percent, and yeah, I don't want this. I will remove this. I will save now. And what's the issue? Okay, so I have to put this inside of the double quotes, and I will save this. Now if I'm just coming over here and refreshing this, now my first second text will go, and this overlay was also supposed to be going. Okay, we have given space over here, which is not allowed. Let's see now this is working or not. Okay, so now as can be seen, it is going. It is stuck at the top over here. I don't know what's the issue. Let me refresh this over again. Why it is vibrating? Okay, let's make this -200. Let this just go above the screen. Okay, so now it's gone. So higher the value you put, it will just go in the upper direction. So now this is how we have animated our overlay. So now let's proceed further. So what I'll do is I will write my code inside of my body. Let's just put this script aside. So if you don't want to get confused, then you can put comment section over here and say this is script part. Okay, so now this is done. Now I'll come inside of my body over here, and I will make one division, and I will give the class as a wrapper to this. And basically this is the wrapper class, and now whatever code that I write will be going inside of this wrapper class. Okay, so this is our main class now. And overlay was you can consider inside of this division we have two parts. This is overlay part and the wrapper part. Wrapper is basically the part which will be shown after this overlay. So now let me just write navbar. I will say div dot navbar, and inside of this navbar I will have the header h1, and inside of this I will have one span tag, and to this span first I will give the value as juice, and then I will make use of the br tag over here, and then I will say shop, and yeah, now my span tag is ready, and inside I will again put one br tag over here, and I will say healthy life. The spellings are not important over here. The only thing important over here is how to make this thing work. I will save this, and now I'll come and refresh my page, and now this is gone, and this is the text what I'm getting over here. Okay, so now this is my navbar, and now I also want one menu. So I will come over here, and I will say div dot uh, menu links, and inside of this I will create one unordered list which will have the list item like home, and it will have one more list item which is order now, and I will also create one more list item which is about us. Now I'll save this, and I'll come over here and refresh. Once this is done, then this is the kind of stuff what I'm getting over here. Now I will decorate this. Okay, so now what we are doing is we are actually writing our entire code inside of our main page only, even the css code. Later on you can shift this code inside of your css file. You can create one css file over here and you can shift this over there. Okay, so basically now I will show you how to apply properties through our whole body. I will remove this, and I will put one x trig over here, and I will give the scope, and inside of this x trig I will say margin, and I will give the value as 0 over here, and I will also give the padding, and I will say padding also as 0. So when I say x trig, and inside of this whatever values that I give, these two values will be applied to all the elements of my web page. Okay, all the elements what I have will have the default margin and padding as a 0 0 over here. Okay, and this is all about margin and padding. And now I will decorate my body is basically this white part. Okay, so once that overlay gets over this whitish part what you see, this is my body. So for this body I will give the width as 100% over here, and I also want height as 100%, and once this is okay, so I want height as 100 vh. This is basically vh stands for view height, and I will give the font family over here, and I will give the font family as I'll put this inside of this single quotes. I will say agency fb, and now I have the background uh, property. I will say background as, why this is not working, I will make use of the background, and over here I will make use of the URL. Now I will give the link of my image, and I want this not to repeat. Okay, so when I say no repeat, then whatever image I have posted over there, it will be posted only once. Otherwise if I'm not giving this no repeat, then it will be posted for 2-3 number of times. So I'm giving the no repeat, and I'm giving the link of my this png, which is juice dot png over here, and now this is inside of the same directory, so I can say dot backslash which is basically stands for it is present inside of this very same directory, or yeah, let's see whether this is working or not. I will refresh this. Okay, I'm not getting my background over here. Okay, that background is inside of my image folder, so I will say img backslash juice, and now if I'm just going and refreshing my page. Okay, so now I'm getting my image over here, but it is it's not looking so good, but I will show you how to change this, but as of now let's proceed further, and I will give the background position property, and I want this from 50% from the top, and I want background size as cover, background size, and I will give cover over here. I want to actually cover the entire background, and overflow, I don't want this image to overflow, so I will give hidden. Okay, so even if there is any kind of overflow, that overflow will be hidden. Now I will refresh this, And now as can be seen, it is overflowing. This image is overflowing and going outside of my screen, but we can fix this. But as of now, let's proceed further. Okay, so this image is actually making everything look ugly, so I will just comment out this. As of now, I will just comment it out. I will save this and refresh my page. So now I won't be getting that image because I have commented this line, but later on I will uncomment this part. Okay, so now if I'm just coming down below, then I have this unordered list, which is basically this home, order now, and about us. And now I don't want now I don't want any styling on them, so I will come over here and I will say list item, which is unordered list, and I will apply properties on them. I will say list style and I will say none. Okay, so when I say list style as a none, then if you are like putting this text inside of the anchor tag, if you are making use of the anchor tag over here, and if suppose you are putting this home inside of this anchor tag, then that home won't be having the underline which happen to come when you put something inside of this anchor tag. Okay, so now this is present. Okay, so we can apply one more property. I will say text decoration, and I will say text decoration as none. And if I'm just coming over here and refreshing, okay, still it is coming. I don't know for what reason. Okay, let's keep this way only. Now let's just proceed further, and now we will see how to apply the properties on the navbar. Navbar is basically this part which is having this text and all. So I will come over here, and now I will give the width. I will give the width as 200 pixel, and it will have some height, and I will give height as 100 vh, and now I will say display, and I want to display this as a flex, which is basically flex box kind of a thing, and which will be actually putting everything in the box kind of a thing. Okay, and when I say flex direction, I want this as a column. So basically when I say flex direction, you can have the flex direction as a row also, in which it will be displaying thing in a row kind of a thing, but I don't want that as of now. And I will say justify content space in between, and I will refresh this. Okay, so now I'm getting this kind of a content over here. Okay guys, I think we should stop because this is a 20 minutes long video. I will continue rest of the things in the next tutorial. So what's up guys, so welcome to second tutorial of this project of web animation. So now we will see how to decorate this menu link. I will come inside of my style, and first of all I will say dot menu hyphen links, and to these links now I will apply some properties. I will say flex, and not flex direction, I just want this as a flex, and I will give the value as 1, which is basically 1 pixels, and I want to display them as flex boxes, and I want to justify the content at the end, which is basically at the end of this which is basically coming to this end. Okay, and now I will say justify content, and I will give the value as flex end. I want this to appear at the end, and I will say text align at the right, which is basically taking things at the right hand side, and I will give little bit of padding. I will say padding dot top as 50 pixels. I will save this. Now I will come over here and refresh. Okay, where is my text? Okay, so now the issue is that we have declared some properties of width and height on this navbar, which is basically this navbar. This element is above this menu link, so because of which it is all these elements, which is home, order now, and about us, are lying beneath this element. Okay, so now we have to get it on the top of this by applying some properties on this. So now I will apply the properties on the unordered list. So I will say dot menu link, and inside of this dot menu I have this unordered links. So I will say ul, and now I want to apply property on this unordered list. I will give the width as I will give the width as 100%. And now this is done, and now I'll come down below, and I want to now apply the properties on this list items of this unordered list. So I will say dot menu links, then unordered list, and inside of which I have list items. So now I will give the padding. I will give padding to this as 10 pixels, and I want color. I will give the hexadecimal code, which is 49494949, and I will declare the font size. I will give the font size as 20 pixels. I want this to be a little bit large, and I will also giving the font weight. I want font weight as a 600 to this, and I will come down below, and I will say text transform, and I want to turn each and everything over here into the uppercase. I don't want anything into the small letters, and I want a cursor as a pointer over here. Whenever I will be taking a cursor over here, I want that cursor to be pointer. I will save this. I will come over here and refresh my page. Okay, still I'm not getting those elements. There must be something wrong inside of my code. So let's just remove this and let's see now whether it is going or not. Let me just refresh this. Okay, I'm getting my bottle as a background color, and I'm getting this text also.